Welcome back everybody to the Martian. We're here on our cozy little base with Bob the Second. Let's hi to Bob. He's still doing fine and he still has some food, not a lot actually. So we're back in our base. Things are going reasonably well. Temperature is a little bit low, but we're surviving. Things are not exploding yet, so I would call it a success. Today we will do some rearrangement of the base and fix some ongoing problems. So we will do a bit of expanding, a bit of construction, and overall make things look a little bit nicer. We'll quickly check on our plans. So we do have some new wheat for Bob. Probably don't have food for ourselves though, which is a little bit shabby, but yeah, that's life. The chicken has priority. Now we might have some soybeans. No, we don't. Alright, fair enough. I guess we will just continue then. Yeah, for some reason the food isn't really popping, but it was also because our plants were doing poorly all of a sudden, which had to do with the fact that there was a lack of CO2. So apparently the plants use more CO2 than we generate, and then at some point they get below a threshold where all of a sudden they are growing poorly. So that's was a quick fix that we did last time. Get you a bit more food. Look how happy Bob is. Did I just smash you? No. Keep getting scared of that sound. We'll take a quick snack. You get 120% food. Oh no, water. So that's great. Not sure how that works, but that's not important. This is also not really working, so we'll focus on that as well. It's all easy to explain because essentially we took all the oxygen out of our pipes, put it in the bottles, and the reason why there's no more oxygen is because the base pressure is a little bit low, so we cannot afford at the moment to take more air out of this place. So that's all linked. So let's focus on that a little bit. Will be our first priority. So for that we will use this little device where we just filter air out of this room, which is still connected to the outside, and build up pressure in this canister. So essentially harvest CO2 from Mars, because Mars has like 95% CO2, so that will end up in this little canister. Now for some reason there's still some pollution in here, but it's a very low percentage, so that's fine. I think we can deal with that. This isn't explosion proof, so we have to monitor a little bit what the pressure is over time. Meanwhile, we might want to add some lights to this room. So you can print some coils if you have the copper to spare. It does. So you can start on that, and we'll build some lights over here. But we don't have any copper there, and we're out of copper, right? So let's work on that. Before you know it, you have like 10 new jobs, right? This is how the game works. Alright, copper. That's not a real stack. Alright, so we are running a bit low on copper. Yeah, this is not going very fast, so we don't have to watch it every second. We will move this today as well. There's a lot of things to do. Yeah, because this is nowhere hot enough. Alright, let's check it out. Can we smelt some copper? Let's go. Alright, that works. Let's remove some of the pressure so that we also won't have an explosion at this side. It's not that bad actually. The moment we reach like 20 something, that's the moment where we should get a bit scared. But well, it's a good habit to already monitor that a little bit. So this temperature inside here is actually rising to like closely to 0, so that's actually nice. This is the moment to shut it off though, because it's already above 1 megapascal, so that's quite nice. We should watch out for this pollution bit though. It's also not a problem. Alright, so well, you are going, we'll shut you off actually. Alright, so we did something wrong because the stacker was off, so therefore we didn't really do anything. So let's try that again. So not sure where I want these lights yet, so we'll just stick them somewhere for now. Let's try like that and like that. Yeah, well, maybe a little bit to the left actually. How much do we have? Just 5. That's slow going. Wrong one. Cool. We'll put on some music while we connect these lights, I think. Can we? Yeah. A bit more. Out of battery. Nice. That's nicer. Alright, so we connect it up. That it? No. Now we have light. Looks a bit homier. Yeah, this is not the best way to print cables actually. This device is very slow. So let's shut you just off. Nice. So that's the first bit done. Let's go inside briefly and fix our situation there. We might also raise the temperature a little bit using one of the flares. A little bit cheesy, but it's the way we do things. Why? Oh, the canister was open. Right, so we did all the CO2 bits for nothing. I didn't know you had to close the canister. Oh, we used the wrong one. Ah, alright, so now we already introduced all the CO2. That makes sense. Alright, that's not a problem. We should put on the scrubber though, because there was a little bit of pollution, which I don't see at the moment, so maybe it's fine. I mistook these two canisters. We should probably paint them for that reason. So you can see the temperature rising now because we ditched the flare here. I don't think we have to worry about things exploding because of high oxygen. Normally I don't actually know in real life what would happen if you would light a flare in a room with 90% oxygen. Maybe it will just burn very fast. Because oxygen is of course the thing needed for ignition, but it's not a volatile, right? So maybe it will be alright. Well, anyway, there doesn't really seem to be pollution. So that bit is fine. How is this filter doing? Relatively alright. We might want to bring the scrubber outside though to empty it at some point, because the air is still in there. The dirty air. Alright, so we have a bit of pressure to play with now. I think we could add a little bit more, so let's leave this going. Let's take the scrubber out and add some more CO2 to the mix. Can we... yeah. So we should be able to see that now this has a lot of crap and a high temperature actually. And then the moment that we open it, how does this work? Should we be on for that? Ah yeah, there we go. Alright, so that's going away. Probably want to put the canister back. Just this one. Get you going. Alright, so you are doing fine. Might want to close you up again. Yep. Alright, that's smart. Well, I think this is fine. We're scrubbing the Martian air. It's not a very useful activity. How's the temperature doing in there? 26, that's a little bit high. Ah, but that's the end of the road flare. That's an unintentional pun actually. End of the road seems very dramatic. Cool. So you should be working. Yeah. What we will do meanwhile... do we still have light? Yeah. We'll go downstairs. We'll activate our fantastic oxygen circulation system. Where we activate this bit. We'll add some pressure to this bit. So this is essentially connected to our base. Actually, I wonder why I put the active vent there. I'm not really sure if that's a requirement. We could use the passive one and just keep these two the same pressure perhaps? Not sure. Might want to simplify the system a little bit. Alright, so it seems that it's reaching its maximum. So ideally you don't want to do this all manual, because things might go boom. But for the moment we do. Let's see if we can get a bit more pressure in here. One easy way to fix this is to have like some back pressure system. So if you would connect these two up with like a back pressure, well, maybe we'll just do it actually. Is it? I think it's just a pressure regulator kit. Yeah. We should shut off the oxygen bit downstairs, I think, because we're a little bit too slow to do all the things at the same time. Hello? No, it's fine actually, because this is out of pressure. Well, it's not really doing anything useful, so still switch it off. You can go and print some foils. You will be a lot faster than this old machine. And we don't really need this one, I think. It's out of iron anyway. Alright. So the way this should work is by first shutting off the machine. There is liquid CO2 in there. Why is that? That's not good. That will give pipe stress, right? There is a bit of stress. So the reason for that is because of the low temperature, I guess. So we probably want to put a heater there as well. Interesting. So the combination of high pressure and low temperature will, I guess we can do a little bit better than that. Well, there was like a chart, like O2, or should I just do like oxygen? Liquid oxygen? No. Ah, yeah, there we go. So you can see at which pressure things will turn liquid as a function of temperature. So can we look at carbon dioxide then? I'm not sure how to read this, if I'm honest. So, I guess the temperature, what's again the 0 point? I think it's like 300 something, right? I don't know. I'm not too familiar with reading these kind of things. Well, the stress isn't rising too much, but we should probably do something about this. Do we still have iron? No. We're out of basic ingredients. Do you have like a shit ton of iron, or no? Also not. Do you have any iron? Yeah, a little bit. Let's steal yours. So we can take like a heater. Probably want to move this outside if I'm honest. So maybe we do that. Maybe we take this out. Yeah, the stress is building. But I guess the moment we put this canister back in, then things should be fine. So we go up. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Alright, let's do the other way around. We go first. That's better. Close the door. Put you on. And open this. Alright. That works. So we got quite some CO2 now, like 4%, that's a big improvement. We put this canister back, we can open this one as well, of course. Alright, so we'll put you back. There we go. Got 0 pollution, so this can go off again. Then you are doing well. Just going to switch you around. Alright, so now we got our oxygen system up and running. Bob is laying eggs. Well done, Bob. Not that we're using eggs at the moment, but we almost... I think this is our 5th egg or something. We should be getting some food soon. Let's cheat a little bit. Put a light on. Because Bob is running out of food, and Bob doesn't like that because Bob is a hungry chicken. Alright, we will have a big snack. Not as big as I thought. And quickly leave this place again. So this is how we harvest our oxygen, so we can put a little bit of oxygen in the system. Don't kill Bob! Nah, I think Bob is fine. Look, he's very happy, although he's in the dark. How are you doing, Steve? Alright, I wish I didn't remove as much pressure as I did. But well, we will get back to the high level later on. Or shall we put some ice here or something? Or just another round of CO2. Maybe we'll do that. Bob the angry chicken. I had such a fight with chickens to keep them alive. It was real difficult, I think. Oh, we have backup weed. Right. I forgot about that. Let's take some of that. Let's get Bob some new weed once we are back in our base. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. So you recently started. Yeah, I was also gone for a year, and I'm happily surprised by all the updates, all the attention for the game all of a sudden. It's really nice. The water upgrade, or update I should say, it sounds like a very difficult one to incorporate. I'm not sure how I would personally use it, but it does sound very cool. So yeah, I should be playing around with that at some later stage, but for now I'm still learning some basic things. So it will be for later. And you're playing on the moon or on Mars as well?
Power low.
Right, so this is working. So what I was talking about is what we could do. Oh, it's off. That's why nothing is changing. Fantastic. Watch me stare at an empty system and see how long it takes to discover. Pipe. There's a shower. After polluting my water. You polluted your water how exactly? By showering or not? Stop. This is also a fantastic way to ditch your materials. Very smart. Alright, so... if we first remove this bit, and watch out that we don't just deconstruct the whole base, then we should be able to put this back pressure thing in. At some point. Or it needs a pipe, right? No, that's not what it needs. It needs... Oh, it cannot be adjacent to the... Right, so we need a bit more space here. Makes sense. Should probably read what the game is trying to tell me. So, let's try that. Wrench? Alright. So, a bit more space. Probably wanted... No, actually that was a fine place, so we can go like that. Where do we want to connect the electricity? Probably up, right? I guess this makes sense. Maybe put a pipe heater here, but this must be mounted on the pipe itself, so then we go whoop. Don't really like my options for electricity, but right, that's fine. Something like that. Put you back. Right, let's give Bob his weed. Or nah, I think he will be fine for another second. Let's see. You're playing on Mars. You play on all planets except the moon. Yeah, I also skipped the moon. It sounded a little bit boring because the Mars is of course a cool place where no one's been in real life. So it sounds a lot more appealing than just being on the moon. Although I think it is actually the better place to learn the game. It's a bit easier. So let's see. We can just grab this bit of cable. Very pretty cabling. So the idea of this bit is that you will, for instance, I think this is how it works. You set this to a certain value. Let's test it first on 1 megapascal and switch it on. So the idea is that the moment there's more than one... Do we actually want it? The moment there's more than 1 megapascal here, then the system stops putting pressure there and it'll just stop. And the idea is then that we can feed it back into here, which would work well only if there wasn't this passive valve, because then we just lose pressure. Maybe this isn't such a brilliant system, but let's see if it works. We'll find out. So we do need a bit more tube actually. Either I'm a genius or a moron. It's one of the two. Like I said, I'm learning the game still. Trying to play with these explosive gas projects. So let's see, if I switch you on and we'll see what's going on. So this should just contain a bunch of crap. Yeah, this isn't working the way I think it should. This is just circulating for forever, right? This is stupid, because then you won't have any filtering going on. No, it doesn't make any sense. The answer is that it's not a brilliant system, in any way. Right, let's get rid of this bit. There is a way to do this in a proper way, but for now we'll just stick with the simpler way. We can move these around, and then we actually have some advantage over our previous setup where we didn't have any of these cool fancy things. So let's get rid of you. Get rid of you as well, and place you there. So what we now have is some way to do pipe heating to prevent that there's liquid CO2 in this canister, which I think is already an advantage. So can we switch you on? Ah, there's the switch. Alright, so that is working. Ideally you want to automate this again. But this is still a noob system. You fed the output of your shower to your supply. That would be something that I would do, yeah. I would go like, great, circular system, what can go wrong? Alright, so this is slowly building up some CO2 for us to ditch in our base. In the most simple way ever. But sometimes simple is fine. The new terrain branch, no, I didn't know about it. I should keep a bit more up to date with these things. But now I'm excited. Do you know more about it? Alright, so other things we want to do today is to play around a little bit with solar tracking. Because our solar panels are still stupid, that they just point at one point. But you could actually program them to do some tracking. Which would be nice, so then they follow the sun and get a bit more yield. Alright, let's quickly ditch this into the base, switch off this system. Which should not have any pipe stress or liquid. Yeah, so that is working. Wrong one. And so the terrain is reworked, looks better, less blocky. And you just wish they would introduce a terrain regrowth with the storms. Ah yeah, that you have like moving dust, sand or something like that. That makes sense. That would be cool indeed. Alright, well slowly we're getting back to the pressure that we want. Which is around, I think just above 50, which is ideal for plants. Since we have a bit of temperature to spare, we might cheat a little bit by putting some oxides in there. So let's see, just get it to 51. Would be great if I now introduce volatiles or something. Alright, so that works. Then we give Bob some food. Apparently we have some soybeans. Plant one back. Get some of these nice wheats. Oh, we have quite some food all of a sudden. At some point we will play with plant genetics, but it's a bit early for that now, because we're still fixing our basic problems. And we got some more soybeans. I'm also planting potatoes, right? Yeah, it's this one. Because I also need to eat something, and these soybeans, they are quite bad in terms of nutrition. Let's see, we'll probably eat the soy. We just ditch all of this to Bob. Bob has priority. Because we can eat candy bars, or what are they called? Forgot what the name was. Cereal bars. But also soy. So let's split these. And this will be our dinner. So we will microwave it and it will magically turn into something nice. Ah, delicious. We should probably open our helmet. But you can see that you need to eat like a whole stack for you to get a bit of nutrition. Alright, that's actually good enough. Cool. So we can go outside again. Temperature is nice, pressure is going, and the oxygen system is working. Things are going well. At least it looks like they're going well. But you know how Stationeers is. You think everything is going well and then secretly you're building a bomb or something. And all of a sudden, massive panic. Did we ever switch this off? I forgot. Looks like we did. Another fantastic filtering system where we take the air out of a base, filter it for oxygen, and then use that to feed back into our oxygen system. So at some point I want to program this so that it's a bit more automated. But for now I'm still happy with just the manual checking, so that nothing is going wrong. So what stage are you? Are you at basic base building and getting power and stuff like that? Or are you into a little bit of programming as well? Switch you off to save some power. Nice. I'll quickly take a snack. I will be back in 2 minutes. I hope to see you then. Here we are again. So let's focus on the solar tracking, see if we can make that work. So there should be just a chip for that, I think. So let's check it out. Maybe we have to do some iron mining, not entirely sure. So there is solar control circuit board. Let's see if there's some information on that. So this is manually controlled. Doesn't sound fantastic yet. But we might just check it out. I was more looking for an automated control. Is there something else? Solar? Nope, that's it. Solar control. Alright. I thought there was some kind of chip. So does it say actually where we should set this in to a console? Yeah, I don't think this is what I was looking for. So maybe we should use a script or something. Yeah, I think that's what we need. Hey Bob! So yeah, I guess then in that case we will just look for a script and make a little IC housing and stuff like that. And we'll take the power from just this bit, I guess. Yeah. So we'll take a sensor. Circuit board. And housing. And we still should have quite some cable coil. Probably need a bit more. So let's dual print. Should probably return this canister as well. This is very slow. I'm still surprised by that for some reason. Alright, that's it. You can stop as well. And we'll take the power from here. Just have one big power circuit, which is a stupid way to set things up. We will worry about that later on. For now, we'll just continue our smart system. So let's see, this could be a little bit nicer. Looks a little bit nicer. Doesn't really make a difference in terms of the actual power management. We take it from here. Although, no, we cannot do that. So we'll go around the corner. Let's just wire it through this bit. Although, well, I think then we might connect it to the inside of the base. I'm not really sure what's behind the door anymore. So we will probably go for an ugly little loop. Like so. Alright, so then we're outside and we can play there. And get some nice setup. So I've been doing this bit wrong then, because I've been connecting all of these solar panels to this line with their data cable. That's not really how we want to do things, I guess, because that's a separate system. So we will rewire that a little bit. Probably need some more cable for that then. Just to make things easy, I think I'll remove this window for now. That's better. Let's print a bit more cable coil. And let's rewire this bit. Yeah, this is a bit annoying to get to. Can we... Oh, we need a wrench for that. Can we elevate you a little bit? So we can at least walk underneath the solar panels. Would probably help already. Can we... Oh yeah, There we go. Alright, so that's done from the outside, so that might be the better spot for us. So let's still connect these. And then we switch to outside. Probably want to move these back then, because it's just sunrise. So what was it, like probably 210 or something, or oh no, it's the other way around. I guess it's like this, I don't know. Place the window back in, so it's all safe from storms. It's the only reason why we're doing that bit. And we'll remove these. Get some cheap cable in that doesn't use gold. Alright, so then we have our basic network ready. And probably want to put like IC housing somewhere like here. And then it's a matter of connecting them up. So let's see how much cable we meanwhile have. Quite a bit. Kind of forgot how fast this machine was. But we want to do some rewiring anyway, so it's not too bad. It's a little bit much. I think one stack would have been sufficient. Nice. This is such a noob mistake. How much? We got like 3 stacks or something? I think that will be fine for the rest of the game. No. At least for a while. Does it still have copper, or is it all out? Oh no, it still has some. Nice. Alright. There we go. I wonder how much we already used of this. I think we might have used already 2 stacks for a whole base. Alright, so this is then functional, and this will be set to something like... Can we make this his own system? I think that would be nice. Then we don't have to click endlessly to select a certain thing. So a better way to set up your base power would actually be to have like some main power branch like that, and then split it up into different sections. So that's what we'll do later on. But let's see if we do like area power control like that. What this should do is split a system. For instance, we build it here. And make it its own little power grid. Alright, so it should be here actually then. Alright, so we break it open. And then, does this work or does it need a battery? I don't really know. I think it's on. Yeah, I think it already works like this. Just too lazy to put a battery in. And then we should only be able to see solar panels, yeah. So it doesn't really matter which one we select. We should probably name them, because now they're all called solar panel dual. So that is 3. Not sure if we have different ones. Ah, the sensor, right. So we can put the sensor like this. I don't know how we should put the sensor, it will be apparent later on. Alright, so then we have a sensor as well. And I think that's all we need. Then we just need the script, which I don't have, so I will look for a script. And we can get the maximum out of our solar panels, maximum yield. So I think that will be for next time. But yeah, I think we made some nice progress today. We got our base up and running, food production optimized. And our chicken is still alive. That's the main goal of the game all of a sudden. It's all about the chicken now. Bob the second. So yeah, I'll check the base one more time. Have a bit of a snack, and then we call it a day. So the cool thing is that we are recycling all of our greenhouse gases now. So plants are producing oxygen, we are producing CO2, and it's recycled in that way. It's a very simple setup, but quite efficient. And Bob is of course also producing some CO2. And yeah, it looks like we're on top of things. Still no clue if the base is now like heating up slowly or cooling down, because at first we only needed air conditioning to cool the base down a little bit, but I have the feeling the temperature is now overall dropping, so no clue. But at least our plants are happy again, so we're creating a shit ton of food again. And because they're doing so well, and we're replanting and creating lots of offspring of plants, we might have a go at genetics the next time. So trying to alter the plants a little bit and see if we can favor plants that are accustomed to like a lower temperature or have some pollutants in the air or something like that. We'll figure out which order makes most sense. But yeah, that will be the next goal. Alright, so next time solar panels and maybe plant genetics, and I hope you join for that bit as well. But for now, thanks for joining, and bye bye.